It's Chi again, back to share more healing messages from my heart to yours. I kind of have my Kundalini music playing in the background. It's yoga music. I play it when I do my stretching and working out my arm. So maybe you like it. Let's leave it on for now. Anyways, Kundalini yoga, if you haven't practiced it, it's a beautiful practice. Did the Kundalini yoga trigger my Kundalini awakening? It's kind of all part of it. Remember, everything is about your intention aligning with the heart. So when you have a spiritual practice and explore Kundalini yoga, Kundalini meditation, and maybe you do other things in addition to that, like I do, and then it unfolds naturally as an awakening with Kundalini energy in your life. That could happen. It happens to a lot of people. Kundalini energy is just life force energy that's stored within the body, right? So everything's energy. So, we have these words like, universal energy, Kundalini energy, unified field of energy, Christ consciousness, Christ energy, God energy, love energy, bliss energy. It's all divine energy. We're just using different words to express them because energy is pure. It has really no limits, right? So as it filters down through our consciousness, we start labeling it according to the concepts of our mind. So our minds can integrate and process the energy, right? Because it's the integration and the processing and the application of the energy that allows us to manifest our experiences, right? So anyways, I just kind of jumped into that without taking my deep breaths. So let's just tune in first. So we align head and heart, and that way I can make sure that my messages are clear and coming from the heart, and that way you will get the most benefit from it, because it is through the heart that we heal, not the head, right? So some deep breaths. And you'll see I'm kind of bandaged up today. I'm feeling fine. I sleep. I'm kind of like in morning mode, but I get up in the morning. I usually have bandages on because I sleep with them on. I find that if you don't sleep with these bandages on and you have active lymphedema, it tends to, you're kind of taking a chance that the fluid will pool in certain areas of your arm, and it won't really feel good, and it has to be massaged and redistributed in the morning. So just to prevent kind of like pooling in certain areas, just keeping the arm kind of like in the same kind of distributed, even condition, the bandaging helps. And I just kind of use the bandaging. I go on Amazon. I just buy compression bandages for lymphedema. I've got the beige ones here, and they're about, I use a smaller, like a 2.5 to 3 inch one in the lower arm, and then continue it on the upper arm, and then sometimes I go a little bit, slightly like a 3 inch to a 4 inch wrap, a little bit on the upper arm, just to give it some support. But I don't do a lot of heavy lifting, and I don't put a whole lot of bandaging on, just because I don't like to feel restricted, right? For me, it's all about freedom. Yeah, so motion, right? It's more important with lymphedema to be able to exercise and keep motion and energy flowing, right? And acupuncture might help. Of course, I use my own energy because since the past Kundalini awakening last month, I'm able to direct and using my breath push energy through. So I'm kind of doing my own energy acupuncture by pushing my own energy through to any areas of density within the body. And for me, those areas tend to be right here, you know, on the left arm, right? But other than that, I feel really good. The RSO is wonderful. It's really helping me just stay very, very calm and relaxed. And I know it's harmonizing with my body. Medicinal plant medicine like cannabis and other herbs, you know, they're there to help the body, yeah, balance back, right? Healing from cancer is not an overnight thing. I wish there was a switch that we could just, you know, snap our fingers and be cancer free. But remember, cancer is a message. Okay, there's a certain pattern of lifestyle behaviors that need to be completely overhauled. And so that's why your cancer is not going to go away until that process is fully integrated and complete within the system, right? Okay. Otherwise, your system is still polluted and impure, right? Thinking limiting thoughts, toxic thoughts, eating toxic foods because of your addictions, right? Okay. And speaking from experience, right? I'm not trying to overgeneralize, but, you know, if you just tune into the heart, right, you'll understand, right, why perhaps your body developed cancer. And it's not a one-size-fits-all explanation. That's why I encourage everyone just to tune in, ask your heart, ask your body, you know, Ho'oponopono, right? Right? It's the ego mind and the destructive, self-sabotaging, subconscious, unconscious lifestyle that creates disease in the body. Okay? Victimhood, right? Nobody told us that we were powerful, eternal spiritual beings, only here in a physical vessel to express love. Nobody told us that. They told us to be afraid, go get a job to survive, and watch out for the other guy, right? Because they're going to get you, right? So we're taught to grow up in fear and separation, and that is not in alignment with the body and the heart, right? Because the heart regulates the proper functioning of the body, right? And it cannot exist with a mind that's in a state of stress, competition, angst, and fear, right? So, take a few deep breaths with me. We're going to tune into the heart where the healing can happen, okay? Feeling the belly full of air. Think about things you love. Your dog, your cat, giving your pets belly rubs. Beautiful sunsets you've seen this summer. Warm hugs and kisses from your family. Yeah, be grateful for these precious, precious moments. And this moment now, where you can tune in and feel the love and the gratitude within. It is this love and gratitude in your heart right now that's going to attract the energy of healing. The heart is 40,000 times more powerful electromagnetically. Okay? There's an invisible magnetic field around the heart. Okay? So it's 40,000 times more powerful than the field around the brain. And the brain does emit a field, right? They do a lot of EKG analysis with electrodes in your head. Okay? They can sense that. But the field in the heart can be measured and sensed much stronger. And the heart has intuitive guidance. It has its own brain, right? That actually will regulate this brain and all the other systems in your body, okay? That means your immune system, your nervous system, okay? Right? Your parasympathetic nervous system, right? All of these work together, directed by the heart, like a symphony, an orchestra, right? So natural healing from cancer is really about taking that Titanic and shifting it, okay? And as long as you're changing course, right? You're changing from victimhood to being an eternal spiritual being full of love and light. As long as you, with your intention and heart, align to that, okay? Knowing that you don't know exactly what's going to happen, you don't know how it's going to play out, as long as you align to that, then you're setting a new course, okay? You're steering your Titanic away from victimhood, away from the 3D catastrophe that you're heading for, right? I guarantee that if I had made fear-based choices when I had been diagnosed in March, my life would be completely different. And the oncologist would be right, you know, I probably literally would be dying by now, right? Because I'm just so sensitive. My system is so sensitive. I'm so easily traumatized, right? That's why I rebel very quickly. Just this sense of just being put down, right? And disempowered, okay? And my body knows when harm is coming, right? My body knows, like, ooh, this is gonna hurt me, right? It just knows, and it goes into this state of angst, right? So my body just knew. There's just certain things in the conventional cancer treatment that were not loving, were not life-affirming, were going to do harm to my body. My body just knew. And so that's why I knew intuitively to go within and to seek the higher guidance of spirit, the higher guidance of my soul, to basically save me from this catastrophe, this Titanic heading towards this huge, glacier, right? So I was able to, because I already knew, right, that we are spiritual beings, I was able to focus on the light within, steer my Titanic away from disaster, okay, more towards a loving outcome, okay? There's no guarantee in this, okay? We don't do this to appease ego, right? We do this because ego is fed up. Ego is so scared. Ego is begging for mercy, okay? Begging for a way out, okay? That's when you reach the dark night of the soul, okay? Right. And that's when you start opening up, right? So that is kind of like the purpose of these really severe health crises that propel us into letting go and surrendering the ego. Because ultimately, ego doesn't know, okay? It can't heal its way out of a wet paper bag, right? It actually got you into this predicament because you were not aware enough to take over and create the space needed so that ego can chill out and let go, right? And not feel like it's got the weight of the world on its shoulders, just trying to defend and stay alive, right? In this scary 3D world that's got it programmed into this junk food eating consumer of negative news, and this programmed existence that is not soulful, that's not life-affirming, okay? That is not true, not the highest truth of you, okay? Come back into your heart. Live a peaceful existence in harmony with nature, okay? Body and soul and mind, all in alignment, okay? With love and forgiveness. We forgive the 3D world, It knows not what it does. Okay? Right? It's in transition, right? It's dissolving. Move away from it. Okay? Cancer treatment, 50 years from now, is going to be holistic. It's going to integrate the body's energy field, okay, into the process. Okay? 50 years from now, no child will be raised without an awareness, okay, that we are in a 3D hologram that responds to our thoughts and our emotions. No child will be raised without an awareness of how to breathe and align into the heart and tune into the body and literally talk to your cells. Okay? And every child will be aware of how to communicate, okay, with the entire energy field. Left brain, right brain, both online, okay? Holy human beings. That's our future, right? It's got very little to do with religion, but a whole lot to do with real truth, okay? Which is love and light and why we're here, okay? Science is starting to figure it out, right? Okay? Our instruments are starting to measure the fields around the brain and the fields around the heart, okay? We take a scan, a brain scan of a long-term meditator, someone who's meditated, like I meditate for hours and hours and I've meditated for years. Our brains are different, right? You know, we generate different chemicals in our brain. We tune into different frequencies. We operate on a totally different level, okay? Things that piss off or annoy people, you know, who are still stuck in the fishbowl, I wouldn't even encounter them or even give them a second thought, right? Okay? Because my vibration is very high and very pure, and so the thoughts coming into my mind, for the most part, you know, our thoughts are in alignment with that vibration, right? So we purify, right? And our thoughts will naturally align. And as the thoughts align with the level of purity, your emotions will purify, okay? Right? This is a process, but we're all going to go through it sooner or later, okay? And cancer is a fast track ticket, right? To go through it fast, right? Faster, potentially. All right, so that's kind of this process that's unfolding, right? And does this mean that I'm going to have this perfect arm within a miraculous time frame and I'm going to be able to do this with both arms? And I can only do this right now, right? And I got this tape on, it's heavy, it's cumbersome and restrictive motion, and yes, there's swelling and there's pain, right? Yeah. When I exercise it, right? Yeah, and certain times in a day, it can get really heavy and need a lot of physical massage and elevation. So my ego has to surrender and allow the natural unfolding of what has to unfold, right? Yeah. And so I sit with myself and breathe. And I know the old life is gone. The routine is gone. All the ego's expectations and goals are now gone. Everything is now present moment. Yeah. And I can't really say for sure if I'm right or wrong. Okay? I can't say for sure. All I can say is it feels good to be me now. And that's really all it's about. Wouldn't you like to feel good now? no matter what's happening around you or to your body. Just feel good to be in the body now. Just let your body know you're here with it now. And whatever your body needs to go through, you're going to be awake and aware and present. And yes, even if resistance is there, you allow resistance to come up, right? You allow tears, you allow tantrums, right? You allow your inner child to express itself, right? Yeah. Because it doesn't know. It doesn't know that all that negative programming was going to give it cancer, right? So you have to learn to forgive and let go. Yes, and embrace yourself. Yeah. With all of your flaws and your past mistakes, everything, just embrace, embrace, embrace. Breathe. Yeah. It's going to be okay. This is not your only lifetime. You have had many, many lifetimes. You'll have many, many more lifetimes. Just come into peace. Come into peace. Let your soul guide you out of the dark into the light. Yes. See? Then you'll no longer fear transition and change. And you'll finally be able to live the life that you came here to live when you've conquered your fear of death by aligning to your inner soul, your inner guidance. You've got to feel your soul to know that there is eternity within you. Yeah. This too shall pass. Okay? This pain, this disease, okay, even this physical vessel will eventually pass. So while you're here now, be at peace and let go of the ego's desire, the ego's promptings, the ego's pushing and pulling to be anywhere else but here with the body now. Breathe that in. I'm here with my body now. Say that. I'm here with my body now. And it's going to be okay. Say that with me. I'm here with my body now. And it's going to be okay. Yeah. You're beautiful. You are blessed. Your illness is just a message to tune in and love yourself. All is well. You're not this body. So let's love this body and stop abusing it. Yes. Let's let the light of the soul guide you back to health. Tuning in, loving the heart. Allowing the fear and the pain to come up for your awareness, for your embrace. Yes. Things will shift and change and move. Nothing stays the same. You can count on that. And it's all to propel you to higher and higher states of consciousness. More peace, more joy. Just let go, and you will see. Let go. Surrender to the present moment. Don't judge your illness as bad. Okay? There's nothing in you that can't be forgiven, that can't be made whole again. Integrate it. Go into the dark and shine your light. Unconditional love. Let the scary monsters out of the closet. They were created by you at a point in time where you could not deal with the scary 3D stuff, okay? But now you can, because you have to. It's time. It's time to set aside childish things, right? It's time to come back home, where you belong, in the light of your soul. That's my message today. Until next time, I love you. I honor you in your journey. Namaste.